Sponsored by K-Man Medical Supplies. Call them at 949-6211. Optical Outlook, now at their new location in Anderson Square. Come see the difference with Optical Outlook. And K-Man Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And TCE Paint Shop, with 3 locations to better serve your home decor needs. Cox Lumber, Sparky Drive, Cox Lumber, Town, and the original store at 27 Godfrey Nixon Way.
And now, Radio K-Man presents The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Radio K-Man's Business Buzz. Here's your host, Anita Khan.
It's 29 minutes until 8 o'clock. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And welcome to the Business Buzz. As usual, we have an exciting show for you. You might say business is not exciting, but it's exciting for us. Today, on the first segment, we plan on putting the focus on Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa. And our guest in the studio is Ms. Catherine Faustino. On the second segment, after the 8 o'clock news break, we will welcome the owner of Moritz Tortuga, Mr. David Moritz. In the meantime, let's welcome Ms. Faustino of Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I just call you Catherine?
Anita. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Catherine. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio this morning. Catherine, Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa. I love the name.
Thank you.
I absolutely love the name because it makes the name alone makes me just feel relaxed. So I'm looking forward to this interview with you this morning. Give us some background information on Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa, when it was open, and how the business came about.
So it was open last year, December 7, 2021, just last month.
So just a month old?
Just a month old.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. We have currently 4 employees. So we have 3 beauty massage therapists and 1 manager. And the idea of opening mobile spa is because my mother, who is Remy Faustino, is very passionate about massage and very knowledgeable of this business. And I could say that I'm a family of spa because my aunt back home owns a spa in the Philippines, and my other aunt is a longtime massage therapist.
Yes, smooth. Yeah, I can see your face is so smooth and just so young looking.
Thank you.
Yeah, all that facial that you do, right?
As of now, we don't have facial, but it's in the future plan.
In the future,
yes, ma'am.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
So, Catherine, tell us, what does it take to operate a mobile business?
It takes a lot of hard work, time management, because we have to adjust the scheduling for the appointment of the clients, because since we are a mobile spa, we have to check the distance of each locations, and we make sure to have funds to make sure our quality of the services and the equipments, and we also check the vehicles all the time to make sure they're good to drive around this island.
Okay, so take, for instance, if I have a reservation with you to do a massage, can I do it in my home if I don't want to have it done in the vehicle?
No, ma'am. Since we are a mobile spa, it means like we go to your place, so we don't really have the vehicle for it. We just like a home service. It's a home service.
It's a home
spa.
service.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Just make sure.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So, what can be the benefits of having a massage?
So there are many benefits of getting a massage. The first one being stress relief, and it can also help in reducing muscle tension, increase circulation to help eliminate the toxins in the body, and it helps with sleep too. You got a good sleep.
I sleep while I get one. I always fall asleep. Okay.
But it's not only a one-time thing. It has to be a regular basis, like whenever you're available, like that.
How often would you recommend a massage? say somebody
every day.
I can use one every day.
Very tired, yeah. But I recommend like twice a week, or just whenever you're available. Just get your massage and have that unwind moment.
Okay. Now, are there circumstances where a massage would not be a good idea?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, you shouldn't get a massage when you have a broken bone like that, uncontrolled hypertension, open wounds, fever, and contagious disease, because we don't want to risk our therapists to get it and for our future clients.
Okay. And you said hypertension, uncontrolled
Hypertension, like if your blood pressure is unstable, like going up or going too low, like that.
Okay, so
yes, ma'am.
that's not a good time.
Idea. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but how about if you're like say on meds, on high blood pressure meds? Would that be okay?
Yes, ma'am. But just tell us, the therapist, like not too hard pressure and all of that. If you want it too hard, just tell us.
Okay. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Business Buzz. This is our first segment for today, February 3rd, and we're going to take it up to 8 o'clock. We're speaking with Ms. Catherine Faustino of Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa. Thanks to our sponsors this morning, Cayman Insurance Center, Cayman Medical Supplies, and of course, TCE Paint. Thank you so much for your proud and kind sponsorship of the Business Buzz today. Now, Catherine, for those persons who may feel like being pampered after a stressful week at work, or sometimes a lot of people get... I only get a spa day if I get a gift certificate.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I can never afford one.
People, yeah.
So, what type of massage would you recommend?
So, I recommend for a long day, stressful day, or if you had a stressful week, the traffic, you just can't wait to be home, right? And just stay there at home. So I recommend the 1 hour and 30 minutes of Swedish massage. And, we will set the dim light, essential oil coming out of the purifier. And we set up the scented candles to just add more relaxing to your surroundings. And you can also add 30 minutes of hot stone if you want, hot stone massage, and 30 minutes of sea salt body scrub to make your skin soft, eliminate dead skin, all of that.
I got plenty of those. That's too much information. Catherine, now, teamwork. How important is teamwork? You said you have 4 beauty therapists, right? Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And 1 admin.
3 beauty therapists.
3, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And 1 admin manager, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how important teamwork and having fully trained staff to deliver that top-notch service to your customers? How important is this teamwork?
In our business, in our company, teamwork is very important because it helps us solve any client issues more easier, and we come up with the best solution to make the services, to make it at best, the quality. Okay. And our staff are highly trained, very professional, and passionate about their work. And we need all of that to maintain good quality service. That's how we maintain the services.
Now, we're in COVID times.
Yes, ma'am.
How important is sterilization of the equipment? And let's talk about the COVID-19 safety protocols that are in place for Ocean Deep.
So first we hand them out waiver and health declaration form. And if you're experiencing any symptoms of COVID, then we will just have to reschedule your appointment until you're cleared, so that your therapist and for future clients will be safe. And then whenever you're clear, we will continue the massage, and we require them to wear face masks at all times, also for the therapist. And we sanitize our hands before and after treatment, and then we sanitize the massage bed, the equipments we used, and most importantly, they do the flow test every day to check on our therapist.
Okay, very good. Now, how can, say I want to make a reservation, how affordable are your rates? And what form of payments do you accept at this time?
Payments? So as of now, we accept cash and online transfers. So whenever you make the appointment, we will send the details of our bank transfers. And compared to other mobile services, we lower the prices. And, we really wanted to make it affordable, budget-friendly, yet at the same time, good quality service.
And I'm sure you do, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what part do you play in the whole setup?
Sorry.
Do you help your mom, or?
Yes.
I know you're doing PR right now, but what else do you do to help her?
To help her, like with this business. Yes, ma'am. So I help her with the bookings, especially as of now we're driving for the ladies, and sometimes I do the massage to help them to like what do you call that? When you do the too much bookings now, so we have to help them. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you jump in there and help out.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
Promote the business on social media, posting and video
Get on
editing.
the radio.
Yes, we're getting a radio like this. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you.
It's a big one for us.
Oh gosh. Well, congratulations again. We're going to take a quick break, Catherine. And when we come back, we'll continue our discussion with Miss Catherine Faustino of Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
Solomon McCherry Ebanks, 1901-1990. McCherry Ebanks grew up in West Bay and went to sea at 16. At the age of 26, he became a navigator and from then was known affectionately as Captain McCherry. During World War II, he risked his life and those of his crew to sail between Cayman and Tampa, bringing food and supplies to his countrymen. Captain McCherry was also a turtler, sailing regularly to the Mosquito Keys. When he retired from sea, he established a store in West Bay and became a farmer, raising cattle and ground provisions. He thus supplied the community with fresh beef, fruits, and vegetable, and the basic necessities of life. He was married to Louise Editha Ebanks, and they had 8 children. He assisted many people in his community, including his nephews, who were orphaned at a young age and raised by Captain McCherry and his wife. He was a man of foresight who saw the need to invest in his island, which he did by purchasing property. During his later years, the sale of some of the property enabled him to maintain an independent livelihood for his wife and himself.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Electric bills are up, air quality is down, and apparently a global pandemic to dampen your spirits. Sherwin-Williams can help with their insulating super paint featuring zero VOC with air purifying, sanitizing, microbicidal technology. Prevent the spread of bacteria and kill up to 99% of bacteria. Improve your home air quality and fight COVID germs. Exterior insulating acrylic can reduce up to 85% solar and UV radiation. A freshly painted home can definitely lift those spirits. A brighter home, better home, air quality, and lower home CUC bills. That's a win, home run. Sherwin-Williams, 150 years strong. TCE Paint Shop has 3 locations to better serve you. Cox Lumber and the original store at 27 Godfrey Nixon Way. Call 943-0565.
Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Still delivering island-wide for your convenience.
2020. Unprecedented times, uncertainty, and literally a new way of life.
Life happens, usually without warning.
That is why making sure that your family is insured is so important.
Cayman Insurance Center, 47 years strong, working to protect your family and your most valuable assets.
Whether you need to get a quote, renew a policy, or file a claim, Cayman Insurance Center is here to protect you and your family.
For more information, call 949-4657. Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, health, motor, and other lines of insurance products and services at affordable rates.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
12 minutes until 8 o'clock. Good morning. If you're just joining us, this is the Big Business Buzz. First segment for this Tuesday morning. We have in the studio Miss... Susan, we always get this mixed up. I always get this mixed up. Tomorrow's Friday. That's because I wasn't off yesterday. So it's Thursday. We're going to take it up to 8 o'clock here on the Buzz for the first segment. And we're speaking with Miss Catherine Faustino. I have to tell you, Susan, we had a discussion during the break, and I'm excited because, okay, let me walk you through it. You walked me through, so I'm going to walk you through it again, okay? So you come to my home. You bring everything, including a bed, if
That's right.
I have the space for it. You set up, you put, you set everything up, right? And I still get an hour and a half. That's my time for my massage. Now, tell us about the price for that hour and a half.
So for that hour and a half is only $50. And I think that's a good price.
It's an awesome price. That's why I had to ask you.
Yes,
Because I think it's because, sometimes most massages cost over $125, and you can go up as you add on. So it's $50 for hour and a half.
Yes, ma'am. And set up time is separated from your 1 hour and a half, so that your 1 hour and a half is really consumed.
It's my time.
Yes, it's your time.
That's my time.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow. So if I don't have enough, if say the customer doesn't have enough space for the bed, they can use their own.
Yes, ma'am.
Their
They
own
can always
facility.
use their own bed, but sometimes when they do the couple massage, we would just have to bring one bed and use their bed,
Okay.
so that they could do the massage at the same time.
So and we can do a couple
Yes, ma'am.
massage.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Meaning 2 people.
2 people at the
Two
same
people.
time, 2
Not just a
therapists.
couple. Now, do you have any upcoming special promotional campaign or besides the $50, or that's it?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we have a upcoming special promo this month. Valentine's Day is just right around the corner.
That's right.
It's perfect for the lovebirds out there. And so instead of giving flowers and chocolates, the usual gifts, why not give your loved one a relaxation? So in that promotion, you have to book 90 minutes of Swedish massage, and they will get a good discount up to 14% off. So instead of paying $50, you add the 14% off, it will only have to pay $86
For two.
for 2%.
Wow,
It doesn't have to be a couple, like a couple. You could do a friend, your roommate.
Yeah, that's right. Your mom.
Your sister, your
That's
mom,
right.
your brother.
Your grandma.
Grandma also, yeah.
Do you have any gift certificates for those who want to just gift those for later on?
Yes, ma'am. Gift certificates are always available in our...
Now, what would, Catherine, what would be your advice for the youth out there who may be interested in a career in, say, the spa and massage business?
As a young entrepreneur, you may still be in school. So some of us are still in school. So time management is really essential when starting a business. You stay focused, be open to any advice. When you're young and already starting a business, chances are you're gonna be pretty confident. So just want to make sure to stay humble all the time, because you're gonna be dealing with a lot of people and big people, like experienced people. That's why you need to stay humble all the time.
I absolutely agree with you, Catherine.
Yes, ma'am.
And you look so young. I'm not going to ask you your age. No. But
Yeah.
you look very young to me, and it's amazing that you're in this together with your mom.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure she's happy and proud to have you on
Yeah.
board. Now, what is your website? You have a website? Or?
Not as of now,
Not yet,
but our
okay.
website should be available next month.
Next month.
So
But
as
you're on
of now,
Facebook?
yes, no. As of now, we have our Facebook page. Check us out at Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa.
And you have any email and telephone number?
Yes, ma'am. Contact us at 345-924-4159 or 923-9080.
And your email?
Email oceandeepmassage21 at gmail.com.
Now, since you've been in the business only 2 months, what's been the feedback, Catherine?
Feedbacks are really important for us. It doesn't have to be positive or negative. And when there's negative ones, we take it as the positive feedback, because that's how we will learn. That's how we will improve our service. So, yeah.
All right. Now, I hear you. Now, can you tell us what time are your operating hours?
Yes, ma'am. We open daily from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 in the night.
Okay. That's Monday through Sunday?
Monday through Sunday, daily. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay, nice. All right. So, listeners, make sure you call Catherine, because I'm pretty sure she'll answer the phone and book your massage and spa. Okay. Now, if, take for instance, I want to do one for, because a great price for Valentine's. How soon would I have to book this?
I recommend 1 week before, because especially if you want it on the weekend. See, a lot of people book on the weekend because that's only their time. So I recommend a week before, and then sometimes people they decided to they want it every week, every other week, every month. So tell us so that we could pre-book you and save your slot, and your preferred time, it's already saved.
I love it. I absolutely love the price.
Thank you.
No, looking ahead for Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa, what can we look forward to in the future?
So we are planning on getting more therapists, because we want to cater north side and east end community, because they're too far, and we want to, cater people there that wants to get a massage.
So how far are you servicing right now? What's the furthest? Which district are you going to?
We also do is that we have clients there, but there's a gas fee for it also. So yeah, we will have to charge gas fee, travel rate, depending on their distance.
That's understood.
Yes,
that's understood. Catherine, it's a pleasure to have you on the studio this morning. Anything you'd like to leave with our listeners?
Yes, ma'am. This mobile spa is designed for the people who's really tired, just want to stay home. So, we go to your place for your convenience, and just call us and book your appointment now.
Got it out. Susan, you hear that? You need a massage. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. All right. No, she's on top of things.
Yeah.
Some of us are slow, getting there.
I understand.
We do it. I do one every, once a year. Sometimes it's a birthday, and my friends, they want to go out, and we all have a girls' day out, and But this is great because this is a good one. Take for instance, I'm having a birthday, and I have maybe 6 my friends at home.
Yes, we actually also have that, and we will set up the time for you guys, and then we will give you the whole day if you guys are like more than 3, and then you want to do the 1 hour and a half. So we dedicate the day for you guys, so that
a whole day.
Yes, ma'am. If you guys are men like birthday parties, that's a good also birthday plan. Your massage.
That's a great idea.
Spa party.
Spa party. Oh yeah. And then you think later on you'll throw in some pedis and manis? And
Yes,
stuff like
ma'am. Actually, we also have that service, manicure, pedicure. It could either be gel polish or regular polish.
Okay.
Also, we have body waxing. Yes, ma'am. We do that also.
Oh, you need to tell me this.
Yes, ma'am. We have body scrub, sea salt scrub.
Okay.
It's good for exfoliation, make your skin very smooth. You can always add to your massage. It's a good combination.
Good combination.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Catherine, thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
the time.
you.
And congratulations to
be
you,
here.
your mom,
Thank
and everybody
you.
else
Yes,
involved
ma'am.
with this.
Yes, ma'am.
And we look forward to great things coming from Ocean Deep Mobiles Massage and Spa. Folks, make sure you call Catherine, that number again. Or those numbers?
Yes, I'm 924-4159 or 923-9080.
And we look forward to hearing from you and
Thank
seeing you again.
Thank you so much.
We're going to take a break for the news, but before we do, Susan has a quote on my script this morning, and it's by Seth Godin, and it says, I quote, "Don't find customers for your products, find products for your customers." And on that note, we'll take it to break. We'll be back after the traffic report this morning at about, 8:15, Susan? And we'll have Mr. David Moritz of Moritz Tortuga, and he's brought along with him Chris Butcher, and we'll be speaking with them. So please stay tuned. We'll be back.
Thank you, Anita. And studio time by Foster's is 7:59.
It's time to live well with Foster's and CG Brit K.
Live Well is your source for recipe ideas and lifestyle tips to help you achieve your healthy living goals.
Head to livewell.fosters.ky and discover healthy snacks for kids and tips for sticking to your healthy eating New Year's resolution.
Plus, you'll also find our latest Live Well recipe.
This week, we have grilled shrimp and apple skewers full of fresh, affordable ingredients.
Get started at livewell.fosters.ky.
Live Well with Foster's and CG Brit K.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Caymanbrack and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Karsley Fuller. Cayman sees its 16th death since the start of the pandemic on Wednesday. Government says the deceased was, quote, fully vaccinated and suffered from severe comorbidities. Also released on Wednesday was the country's weekly situational report for the week of January 23rd through the 29th, known as Epidemiological Week 4. Looking at the totals, Cayman has seen almost 16,000 cases since the start of the pandemic, with just over 4,500 of those confirmed Omicron cases. Between the 23rd and 29th, there were just over 2,100 cases confirmed, making the daily average 307, which is down from 394 registered the week before. The first big tourism event of 2022 brings representatives from the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association, government officials, and industry stakeholders together for a reception at the Kimpton Wednesday night. The event followed a day of talks to discuss what the future of the cruise tourism industry in Cayman may look like. Department of Tourism Director Rosa Harris tells Radio Cayman the talks were productive.
Our meetings kicked off to be very fruitful. A lot of honesty put on the table about the challenges that we've seen globally for global tourism and travel. But what is wonderful with strategic partnerships is that you get to work through both sides, what we need, what we're looking forward to, and at the end of the day, what the people of the Cayman Islands want. And we have a number of persons that are on the stipend program that want to get back to work, but we also have a responsibility to balance that with the safety of our people.
The event at the Kimpton provided an opportunity for less formal discussions and one-to-one dialogue. And the Cayman National Cultural Foundation is downsizing its annual celebration of K-Fest due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Radio Cayman Shanda Gallego reports.
The popular multicultural arts fair Red Sky at Night will move to an online experience that highlights the talented artists and artisans in the community and gives them an opportunity to sell their products via online promotion. Items can be collected at Harkwell Theatre on Friday, February 25th from 5 until 8 p.m. or Saturday, February 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and view other artist products. Social distancing, gathering, and mask protocols will be enforced. The 28th Annual National Arts and Culture Awards Gala takes place at the Harkwell Theatre on February 17th and is an invitation-only event due to COVID restrictions on gatherings. The ceremony recognizes those who have contributed to the arts, culture, and heritage of the Cayman Islands, attained a level of merit in their artistic discipline, and or supported the work of CNCF. There are 12 awardees being feted this year, with Charles Long and Donna Bryan receiving top honors with the Gold Heritage Cross and Bendel Heights being awarded the prestigious Visionary Award. And the 10th Annual Dress for Culture Day happens on March 11th. It celebrates Cayman's multicultural community, which is comprised of over 100 nationalities. Schools, businesses, and individuals across the Cayman Islands are encouraged to creatively display their homeland pride and cultural attire on that day, or another day in March, for a donation to CNCF of $5 per adult and $3 per student. Monies raised go toward CNCF's cultural heritage preservation and youth programs. CNCF officials say participants can also choose to take part in the Dress for Culture Facebook photo competition by emailing photos to info@artscayman.org, which will be posted on the CNCF Facebook page. The photo with the most likes wins. Prizes will be awarded in all three categories: school, business, and individual. Shanda Gallego, Radio Cayman News.
Now with the check of international news, here's the BBC, which will take us out of the newscast. I'm Carsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News with Gareth Barlow. The head of the International Olympic Committee, Thomas Bach, said the Winter Games, which officially begin in China on Friday, should not be used to achieve political goals. He said the Olympics should be a symbol of peace and unity. A number of countries are staging a diplomatic boycott of the Games over China's alleged human rights abuses in Xinjiang. The Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is in Kiev today for talks aimed at resolving the crisis on Ukraine's border. Mr. Erdogan is following a separate diplomatic track from other NATO leaders, and an official said he would not take sides. That's the latest world news.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman for the latest in news and information.
Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best
government's new recruitment portal offers job seekers a paperless online process that makes it easy to apply for more than one job anywhere, anytime. With this step forward in our online recruitment presence, you can keep track of outstanding applications and appointments and receive notifications about your applications. Visit the careers.gov.ky portal and use the new one-stop shop for civil service recruitments to further your career.
Pleasant good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 78 degrees. Relative humidity is 88%. The barometric pressure is 29.97 inches and rising. The wind is out of the east-southeast at 5 knots. Overnight low temperature was 73. Synopsis indicate moderate southeasterly winds and moderate seas expected for the next 24 hours in association with a high-pressure system over the western Atlantic. Satellite images show a few low-level clouds over the Cayman area moving towards the west. Now, the forecast for today calling for partly cloudy to cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers, and temperatures will rise to the low 80s. Winds will be east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, and seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Tonight, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers, and temperatures falling to the mid-70s tonight. Winds will be easterly at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Today's high tide will occur this morning at 11:18, low tide this evening at 5:40, and a high tide again tonight at 11:37. The sun will set this evening at 6:18 and will rise tomorrow morning at 6:59. And the outlook is calling for moderate northeasterly winds from Saturday morning as a cold front is expected to approach the Yucatan Channel.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Good morning once again. Let's take a look at what's happening on the roads. Coming from the east, just past the Tomlinson roundabout, traffic is steady. And as you approach the Linford-Pearson Highway, traffic is busy. Slight delays expected as you're heading down to Georgetown. Busy traffic as well coming off of the Linford-Pearson Highway on Agnes Way. Traffic is steady on Crew Road heading to Georgetown, and eastbound traffic on Crew Road moderately. And steady traffic but flowing on Halter Avenue. Edward Street, moderate flow of traffic as well as on Shedden Road. As we look to the West Bay Road and from the Ritz, traffic is moving along moderately in both directions, and also coming from the West Bay four-way stop. And traffic flowing at a good pace on Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue. That's what's happening on your roads. Join us again at about 10 minutes after 12 o'clock. We'll give you another traffic report. Buckle up.
From boat days to beach gatherings, leave the catering to Subway. Choose from small and large sandwich platters, double meat wrap platters, and top it off with optional cookie platters for dessert. Or ask about our Subway box to go with the option of 6-inch or foot-long sandwich, 1 cookie, and 1 bag of chips for all occasions and celebrations. Let Subway focus on the food so you can focus on the fun. Visit subway.ky for catering options. Subway. Eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Excuse me, I noticed you from afar.
Really? Me?
Well, not you. The KFC sandwich you're eating?
Oh, Zinger.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be funny.
No, it's called the Zinger Sandwich. Crunchy, juicy, 100% chicken breast, crisp lettuce, sweet mayo on a seeded bun with a little zing. KFC's chicken is not factory breaded, frozen and refried like the Burger Boys. Customize your KFC Zinger and dip it in barbecue sauce.
Wow, now I'm starting to notice you too.
KFC, it's finger licking good.
Business Buzz.
Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. It's 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're into our second segment on the Business Buzz this morning, and we have the pleasure of having in the studio Mr. Chris Butcher. Chris is the Deputy Chairman and Sales Manager over at Moritz, Grand Cayman. And we have Mr. David Moritz. He's the owner of Moritz Resort, Grand Cayman. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you both in the studio.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
I know you were here at the crack of dawn, and I apologize. But it's a pleasure to have you here this morning. Mr. Moritz, I know I have read your story several times.
Is it good?
Good. I want to have a story like that when I grow up. It's an excellent story. And I have questions for you, but I would like you to tell us your story. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, directly from the horse's mouth, as they say. Can you tell us how Moritz Resort came about?
The story about Moritz is because back in 1988, I left England in 1988 after building 300 homes a year. And I saw the crash coming in 1988. And in England that time, the recession went on for 8 years. So I was looking for another challenge in life after having a very successful soccer team in England and a house building company. But I wanted another challenge in life. And I arrived up in Tampa, Florida. I met a very lovely young lady who said she'd just come back from a place called Cayman Islands. And I'd never heard of Cayman, although it's part of the British Commonwealth, which I'm very proud about. So I heard her story, and I thought, well, I'd better go over there and have a look at it. So I arrived on Sir Robert Owen Airport. I said to a taxi driver, take me to a hotel, please. And he took me to 7 Mile Beach. And I found a hotel. And when I found it, I fell in love with it because 15 years prior to coming to Cayman, I had a very bad car crash in England. And I had to go to convalescence in Barbados. And 55 years ago, 48 years ago, Barbados, I found, was beautiful. I loved it. And for 15 years after that event, I was saying to my wife then that we must go back to Barbados because it was lovely. But by good chance, by meeting this lady and hearing about Cayman Islands, I came across here in April of '88. And as I say, went to a hotel, fell in love with 7 Mile Beach. It was really serene and beautiful. The Holiday Inn then was Treasure Island, that type of thing, which was really wonderful times in my life. So I said to the hotel manager, look, I love it here. I'd like to stay here for three nights. And he said to me, sir, even if you're the King of England, we cannot give you a room for more than one night. But I had to say to him, look, I'm used to staying in hotels, but all I want is a bed. You know, that's all I want. I'm prepared to stay in the laundry room if I can stay here. So he said, sorry, no way, sir. So I said, where can I go? He said, well, the only place I can tell you to is to go to Tortuga Club, which is at the far end of the island. And I said, well, if that's the case, I've got to do that. So I got into this battered old taxi and took that beautiful coastal road 45 minutes away to a place called East End. And the drive, actually, I must tell you that the drive I keep telling lots of people about is rather like the roadway where Princess Grace of Monaco, where she was killed, that coastal road which goes down from Italy to Monaco. The drive from main town here out to East End, the drive reminds me of that beautiful ride.
I guess that's where the blowhole is located.
That's where the blowhole is, yes, and through the beautiful village of East End. So I took this road and I thought, where am I going? So eventually I turned up outside of Tortuga Club. And Tortuga Club then was a rundown 15-room B&B, bed and breakfast place, really. And I turned up outside this place and thought, shoot, I'm not going to stay here. But I arrived, and Mr. Frank Connolly, who is today my ambassador of the club, he was then the manager of the hotel. And he welcomed me with a rum punch. I said, well, thank you very much indeed. So then I went through the foyer and went out to the end of the terrace, and I saw a vista which I'd never seen in my life. And it was so unique because the breeze that we get at the east end of the island, if you stand there for 15 minutes or more, it goes through your brains, and it really captures you, and it captured me. So I bought the place in 15 minutes after having seen it. So from that day onwards, I had I bought it originally to build myself a house, and I'm so proud to be on the program today because it's taken me 30 years actually by telling people, if you want to see the Caribbean, you come to the East End. Whereas I say actually, if you come to the island nowadays and you see 7 Mile Beach, and I do say, I hope I'm not harming the West Bay people, but if you want to see the Caribbean, or you don't go to 7 Mile Beach, you may as well stay in South Beach, Miami, you know, which is 7 Mile Beach today. But however, I bought the place, I built myself a house, and everybody said in those days, who's this crazy English guy to want to buy this baby? And it was me. So shortly after that, as I say, I bought it to build a house. But then I met 2 gentlemen who proposed to me to build a timeshare resort. And I've never built a timeshare resort in my life. So I said, they gave me some figures which were totally wrong, and in the end I had to step in and build the place myself. But anyway, that transaction happened, and so from then I didn't know timeshare, but we then started an office up in Cincinnati, Ohio, to do the sales. And all right, the boys did the plans, and I was very delighted because I bought it in April, and we were building January the 4th, 1989. You could not get any better service than that, you know. Mr. David, who was the chief planning officer, he looks after me very well indeed. So I was totally ecstatic with what we did. So from that date we started building, but our sales office was in Cincinnati. And the thing with timeshare is, in those days now, I think it probably still is anyway, but people from Cincinnati, I hadn't even started building, it was just purely the plan, and I sold $3 million from showing them just the plan of what we're going to build. And this is why I have to thank my $3 million friends for financing my resort. And today, after 33 years, they come every year, and I can't help thank them enough, because it's something which I would never do myself. Buy from a film with the property not being built. So I respected my friends. So basically, from that date, we've been building through Hurricane Gilbert, Ivan, and the other one.
Can you remember can you recall, Mr. Moritz, how many rooms the Tortuga Club had?
15.
15
rooms.
15 rooms. Look at that, Chris.
Yeah, I know. 205 now.
205. And that's the voice of Mr. Chris Butcher. He's the deputy chairman and the sales manager over at Moritz Resort. Now, Chris, how did you get involved with Moritz? You just didn't show up, did you?
Well, no. I sent my resume out and I hadn't heard anything. Fortunate for me, Mr. Moritz went into the general manager's office and saw it and picked it up and made a phone call. and at the time, I was in the Portugal working, and I hadn't heard anything. But then Mr. Moritz picked it up, and I answered the phone, and he invited me down, and it was the total change in my life. So I owe a lot to this man. He said he would make me famous, and I didn't think I'd be on a radio show one day. So that was a blessing. Oh, well. Very blessed.
I'm happy we give you half an hour of fame, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you,
You're
Rita.
very welcome. Now, Mr. Moritz, so you've been a visitor to the island, on and off. You just visit, right? Up until, well, let me see if my figures are right, my stats are right. 2018, when you were given status. It was status approved by, recommended by Cabinet, and LA approved.
Yes.
So all that time you were living here, just visiting.
No, not really. I was living on the resort.
Okay.
And all my time was spent here, basically, throughout those years.
Oh, okay.
And I probably am the only developer, actually, who lives on their resort. Because I did that because, not knowing the world of timeshare, and I'm very proud about my name, really, but not being big-headed by what I've done in England with the soccer team, making them famous and everything. But I wanted my resort to be number one, matching Marriott's, Hilton, Hyatt, and everybody. And today, after 33 years, I'm very proud to say I'm in that league. But what I did was, though, the story was, when these 3 million people who bought from Cincinnati, I sat on the end of my terrace every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, seeing their faces come into the club, because I knew what they'd say. They'd say, darling, before they arrived, and turning the road, which I saw. And then when they arrived, they were saying to themselves, what did we do, darling? Have we done right? But when they walked through my foyer, I could read their lips. They said, didn't we do well, darling? And they've helped build Cayman and Moritz. So already we have 16,000 owners who say the same thing, but they can now come and see it for themselves. So it's much easier to sell, to buy, actually. So that's what I found.
Well, when you got that status given to you, Mr. Moritz, I said to myself, Mr. Moritz has all the money in the world. He can buy anything he wants. But he didn't get his status, and here he got it in 2018. I was ecstatic for you. I was like, finally, Mr. Donny can come home to live.
Amen.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyway, congratulations. It's been 2018, but it's been a while. But congratulations. If you're just joining us, you're listening to The Business Buzz. On The Buzz this morning, we're speaking with Mr. David Moritz, owner of Moritz Grand Cayman, and he's brought along with him his right-hand man, as he says, Mr. Chris Butcher. Chris is the deputy chairman, also sales manager of Moritz Resort. Now, COVID times have been a rough time for a lot of businesses on the island. How did I know I can look at Chris and ask him, because he saw me up there. Yes. That's where we met, Chris. How did Moritz? We were still in COVID times, but how are you figuring out so far?
We've been blessed. We didn't follow the same model that quite a few of our fellow timeshare resorts in going into a quarantine facility. We decided to follow a different track, and that was to invite locals to come up and Caymanians to come to the resort and do staycations. And we've been very blessed by, originally it was about 1,600, we're about 1,800 new owners now.
Are you kidding me?
1,800 new families. That's families. So that's 1,800 contracts from the support that has happened from here in Cayman has been incredible. And we're so blessed that you guys have supported us, and we continually will be supporting you, and hopefully you'll be all coming back and joining us as often as you can, or experiencing the exchange facilities as well. So yeah, it's
become my second home now.
Well, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Mr. Moritz was very excited when he come back and he saw all the locals there and the support, which we've been looking for quite a few years. And
30 years.
Yeah, and it was an achievement that was really has made Mr. Moritz proud, because he's been trying to tell the West Bayers for years, get out east.
I'm pretty sure they're out east now.
Yeah, exactly.
Just about everybody else.
Yes, exactly.
Because you're always busy on the weekends.
We've as I say, it's amazing. The local support has been phenomenal, and we're so proud.
It's an amazing property as well.
Thank you.
2 swimmer bars, 3 pools, 2 swimmer bars.
Yeah,
golf, Mimi's dock,
mini golf course, the tennis courts.
That's right.
We have the Cavern bar upstairs. So yeah, we've got
Ivan's, right?
Ivan's. It's now been rebranded.
Open? It's open now.
Yeah, it's open, and it's been rebranded the Cavern. So it's actually a Beatles tribute. We do Friday and Saturday nights. We have Beatles 60s music playing on all the videos. So it's really become quite a hopping area to come.
Nice.
People have to come out. Don't be shy.
And then you have David's, of course.
David's restaurant, which the food is immense. We have. In fact, it's funny. For years, I've been trying to find a nice steak on the island, and you come down to 7 Mile, and we got some very good steakhouses. But the best steak I've had in recent history is definitely at David's restaurant. So
nice. And I just like the fact that when you go up there, it's just different. The breeze, like Mr. Moritz said, it's different. It goes right through your brain. It doesn't leave you until you leave there.
Totally.
Amen.
I just love it. And you know what? It's good. It's really good to see the amount of local residents who are up there when you're staycationing.
Yeah. And as David said, when we sell our package, our vacation ownership package, we're not just selling it to you. We're selling it to your children and your grandchildren.
Right. That's right.
So this is something that they can enjoy and have for many years forward. And when it's on your own island, you really get to enjoy that. You can use those facilities. It's not just 1 week a year.
Mm-hmm. Actually, my daughter talked me into coming up there and looking at the properties, seeing what's available. So she can get this thing added to her, points added to her, whatever, and I got me in my 2 nights.
Yes.
And it convinced me that, this is where my second home should be.
Amen. Totally. Amen. That's what we've been looking to do. And it's
so,
been...
Mr. Moritz, thank you very much. It's a wonderful idea. You started something really good.
But as Chris was saying, people do love it. And the greatest... The reason I'm so very, very happy today is because last year, COVID has been, I know it's horrible, it's good for me to say, but it brought my Caymanians to the club. Mm-hmm. And I want to thank all of Cayman Islands, as I say, after 30 years, for seeing them, seeing the real Caribbean. But the biggest thing that happened to me was, because I couldn't come back to the island for 2 years because of COVID, I was in the States, and I could not come back to the island. Right. But when I arrived just before Christmas, not having been back for 2 years, my team, who we kept working throughout COVID, doing the job, and I arrived back, and my resort looked better than it's ever looked. And all my team did it without me. It's never in my life have I not been to my own developments, not having been part of. Mm-hmm. But as Chris said, people do. But the club now is looking spectacular. And it's the most biggest thing in my life to have seen it anyway. And I can't thank the Caymanians enough. And I think, as I say, I've been part of your country now for 4/8 of my lifetime. Mm-hmm. And I'm now on a real big high for everybody.
Big high. We're on that high with you too, Mr. Moritz. So
So thank you, Caymanians, very much indeed. I love you all.
Oh, we love you too. And on that note, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue a discussion with Mr. David Moritz, owner of Moritz Resort Grand Cayman, and Mr. Chris Butcher, the deputy chair and sales manager at Moritz.
Electric bills are up, air quality is down, and apparently a global pandemic to dampen your spirits. Sherwin-Williams can help with their insulating super paint featuring zero VOC with air purifying, sanitizing, microbicidal technology. Prevent the spread of bacteria and kill up to 99% of bacteria. Improve your home air quality and fight COVID germs. Exterior insulating acrylic can reduce up to 85% solar and UV radiation. A freshly painted home can definitely lift those spirits. A brighter home, better home, air quality, and lower home CUC bills. That's a win, 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 home run. Sherwin-Williams, 150 years strong. TCE Paint Shop has 3 locations to better serve you. Cox Lumber and the original store at 27 Godfrey-Nixon Way. Call 943-0565.
2020. Unprecedented times, uncertainty, and literally a new way of life.
Life happens, usually without warning.
That is why making sure that your family is insured is so important.
Cayman Insurance Center, 47 years strong, working to protect your family and your most valuable assets.
Whether you need to get a quote, renew a policy, or file a claim, Cayman Insurance Center is here to protect you and your family.
For more information, call 949-4657. Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, health, motor, and other lines of insurance products and services at affordable rates.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Still delivering island-wide for your convenience.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. Good morning if you're just joining us. Good morning to all our listeners, our YouTube viewers, our producer, Miss Susan Watson, Mr. Luxley Banks. Good morning, Mr. Banks. And our guest in the studio, Mr. David Moritz, owner of Moritz Resort Grand Cayman, and Mr. Chris Butcher, Deputy Chairman, Sales Manager over at Moritz. Good morning again, gentlemen.
Morning, Anita.
So it's exciting times for the Moritz and for all the timeshare owners,
Yes.
all the owners. Do you say timeshare owners or
No,
owners?
owners. We actually say family members.
I'm a family member.
You're a family member. Exactly. Exactly. Anita.
You know, I was tempted to wear my wristband this morning.
You should have.
I was tempted, but I decided not to. So, Mr. Moritz, or even Chris, tell us about your staff complement and how important it is for Moritz to employ and train Caymanians in the hospitality industry.
Well, the answer to this is plain and simple, really, because when I came to Cayman, and people were telling me, David, you want to build in that country, you can't get people to work. So this is what I was told. But thanks to my East Enders, from day one, they came to work for me because they respected to have work, and in return, I respected to have them. So it was a duo thing. Because I came, they respected me, and they came to do a job. So over the years, a lot of my staff now have been moved for 20, 25, 30 years. East Enders.
Wow.
But we
Very
showed
nice.
everybody, and it's a real family now. People come back year after year, seeing the same beautiful East Enders, seeing their beautiful homes in East End, and from that, we have 80% of clientele East Enders.
80% employed.
80%.
Yep. Very nice.
Who
Very
do
nice.
one hell of a job. And as I say, I came back just before Christmas, see my resort looking better than ever, and those lovely friends of mine made it for us, to show the world.
Mhm.
And we've certainly shown the world, because Cayman Islands, and for the last 33 years, I think, I'm not being boasting here, but I've been marketing Cayman, I think, more than anybody, actually.
I believe you.
But I did promise, Anita, 30 years ago, I would bring 30,000 families in. But I've only brought so far 16,000 families in, because we had those hurricanes, etc.
That's right.
But now things have opened up, and now how our success has been so wonderful last year, we're going to blow it apart from now onwards. And I don't think about 1,600 friends coming and buying in Cayman. You're going to double that, because once they see my new venture in Canada as well, we've opened up a new life for a lot of people, and they've seen what I've gone through 30 years, and I'm doing the same again now. So Chris is excited.
Full circle.
It's a circle. Going back to basics,
Yeah. So this is an exciting venture for you now, Mr.
It's unbelievable.
Moore. Okay, let's
Not
talk.
for me,
Let's
for the
talk
whole-
about that.
the whole of the island.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So you were in Canada.
Yes.
And you were at a resort.
I was.
Tell us the story.
The story of how it all panned out is the same story as Cayman Islands.
Okay.
I went to a beautiful place called Mont-Tremblant, just outside of Montreal.
Mhm.
And in 4 years' time, 3 to 4 years' time, you're going to see Montreal, the capital of the world, because it has London, it has Italy, it has the Champs-Élysées, all the European cities in one. And it's the most beautiful capital I've ever seen. But what happened with my venture into Canada was that 15 years ago, I went there for 3 years consecutive, staying at not a rundown motel, but something very similar. And I had 3 beautiful years there. And on the 3rd year, it was freezing cold out. You get cold in the winter, as you can imagine, but still not too cold to ski if you want. When you're skiing, Right. So I had 3 wonderful years, but on the 3rd year, it was so cold, and I had a bad cold myself. I said, I'm not going to come back to this place. But what happened was, 5 years ago, I was at the club in June, and it was very, very hot. And I said to myself, where can I go to get some cold weather? So I thought, well, I'm going to go back to that place I stayed in 10 years ago. And unfortunately, the place had closed down. It became apartments instead of a bed and breakfast, so I couldn't stay there. But the beauty of it was, my team, I said to Chris, would you find me a hotel in Mont-Tremblant? So he found me a hotel room on the mountain. And I don't specifically like commercial areas. I like Tortuga Club, laid back, stop the world feeling, I want to get off feeling, and that's what I like. So I said, Chris booked me into the hotel, and I arrived at the hotel next door to where I stayed into those years ago. I had a great time there. And so I was having lunch. When I arrived there, I couldn't. I just had lunch, and then I thought, I don't fancy going up to the mountain. So what happened was, same as Tortuga Club, I drove just up the road from the place where I stayed in for 3 years, and I saw this laid-back 15-room, the same formula. You cannot believe it. And this is why I know what people love. And my 16,000 mates, who I get 850 birthday wishes every birthday, thanking me for what I did for Cayman Islands and for their families. And the story about it is, and I've got to go back to Canada now, but I found this laid-back motel. I thought, well, it was all in the black, and so I thought, well, I'm going to go in and see if they have a room for a night. So Kay, who was then the owner of the place, came to the door and said, I said, I'd like a room for a night. She said, I'm sorry, no. But then Nino, her husband, jumped up and said, Kay, we do have a room for a night. Nobody's staying in the place. Anyway, I stayed that night, woke up in the morning, saw that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Lake Moore, trees, beach, and I found another Tortuga Club.
Oh, man.
And I bought it in 15 minutes. But the beauty of it was, my forte, everyone calls me a visionary, which I am, I think. I'm not a very good businessman, but I'm a visionary. So what happened was, it then had planning permission for 65 rooms. So I do speak French.
Oh,
my wife
okay.
is French.
Okay.
So I do speak French. But so I had to go to the planning officer and have a meeting with them. And I had a meeting for 2 hours. And I'm thanking K-Man for this as well, because my owners deserve what they get from us, because it's because of K-Man I bought the place, and to give them a new experience, not just for their children and their grandchildren, and even their grandchildren actually. So I went to the planning meeting in front of all the top people, telling where I came from, and showed them the picture of Tortuga Club. And they said to me after 2 hours, David, if you can do that there, we want it here. And whatever you want, we will give you great assistance. So I transformed that 65 units into a future 124.
Nice.
Which it has now at the moment, a 5-star restaurant.
Wow.
So I went into a village, and in those years, we opened up our first new apartment building for 21 last August. And that town, and not just a town, I've shown Canada. Moritz are here. And I'm very proud about my name, because my name means money for you and for me. And that's why I look at it, you know.
That's right.
And that's why my owners love me to death, because we look after each other. So I've shown Canada, although you've been speaking about timeshare, but I must tell you, Anita, I hate that word timeshare.
You do?
Yes, because when I came into the game, I heard stories about Europe mainly with timeshare and people rooking people off and that type of thing. So it has a very bad name. So for many years now, I've been telling all my owners, forget timeshare. So filthy word. And whoever I speak to, and I tell them I'm a timeshare person, they walk away from me because it has a bad reputation. So on this island, we bought, and to Canada, because I took a gamble, because timeshare has a very bad name in Canada. But now they see what we've done over here. Moritz, I've shown them I'm an Englishman. You're part of the Commonwealth, which I love, and I believe in the 3 C's: Cayman, Canada, Commonwealth. They're my three. They're my 3 best letters, because I only employ people from Cayman and Canada. I just keep to them because I trust them implicitly, and so that's what I've done. I've cracked Canada big time.
And we now call it vacation ownership.
Vacation. I like that, Chris. Vacation ownership. That's nice. Love it. Making a note. Vacation ownership.
Big time.
Good time. So going back to Montreal. So we have now Chateau
David, yeah.
Chateau David.
Or Chateau Moritz.
Chateau Moritz. Wow. So let's see how this works. So the vacation owners from, let's deal Cayman only, from the Cayman Islands, we can go up to Montreal and enjoy that property as well.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Totally.
So will you be selling ownership at that chateau? No. Or it's just for vacationers?
No, we're going to be we're selling vacation ownership there too.
You'll be selling, okay.
Yeah, in fact, we're having a show on February the 10th.
Okay.
At the Georgetown Yacht Club.
Okay.
We're going to be announcing Chateau Moritz and the Canadian project to the Canadian market, and that's a big event coming up.
Yeah, I got an invite to that.
Good. I'm glad you have.
So, looking forward to that. I'm not RSVP'd yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
But in fact, Anita, during the past 3 or 4 years, I've found out so many people from Cayman do go to Mont Tremblant.
You do?
I do, yes.
Wow.
And they're wanting to go there, and this is where I see the beauty of it.
Well, we go from hot to cold, you know, and it's a great
skiing, golfing, tennis, whatever you like, and it's another beautiful place in the world.
It actually has all seasons. It's not.
Have you been there, Chris?
Yes. I've been there many times during the last 5 years.
So what can you do on the lake besides just look at it?
You have fishing. There's no motors because it's a natural freshwater lake. So you can swim, you can sail, you can any natural activities on the lake. That's Lake Moore. And then you have Lake Tremblant, which you can do water skiing and motorboats and all that sort of thing. But absolutely
nice.
Beautiful.
Different.
Oh, very much.
Totally.
So and those vacationers from there come here and enjoy our heat, our sun, sand, sea, hospitality.
Exactly, Anita. But also, why I'm also so delighted. I had a meeting with Mr. Tibbets from Cayman Airways.
Okay.
Last week, I wanted to see him because over the past 30 years, we bring 45,000 friends into this island. We are the biggest for the last 10 years, and it will be even better than that. As I say,
that's right.
I want to go up to my 30,000, which we're going to do. But as I say, I came back so excited by seeing the resort so beautiful. And my Canadian resort, I've not seen that for 2 years. And I have a lady called Tanya, who's the overall general manager of my resort. And she's built the first phase of 21 beautiful units, and I hadn't seen it apart from on the film. You know, she sends me every day because construction. But when I turned up there and I saw this beautiful baby, and having not seen it myself, it's given me a new lease of life. To be quite honest with you, when I came here, I was only 45. I still feel 26 actually, but but the great thing about it is I had to get hold of Mr. Tibbets because we're going to have a plane 1 day a week going to Canada, vice versa. So we're bringing the Canadians here and
taking the Canadians
and vice versa. Yes.
Awesome.
And before I even opened my mouth with Mr. Tibbets to tell him about Canada, he said, "David, we're already looking at Canada Airways. We're already talking to them, and that they were coming here the next week to have a meeting with him. So when I told him, sir, if you can't do it, I'm going to get another airline to do a flight 1 week a month, because I know we can fill that plane with people dying to see Canada. Canada is a beautiful country. People are beautiful, and to say, I'm proud of this. So proud I could eat my hat anyway. Although I don't have a hat on.
Before we go to break, Mr. Moritz, Cayman Brac, you like laid back places. Any thoughts about any sort of development on Cayman Brac in the future?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
David did send me there a couple of years ago, and at the moment the opportunities are not the right ones. But
having said that, you don't know what the future brings. You know, as I say, we are flying high.
You might go over there, can't find a room at the inn, and then you'll be somewhere, directed somewhere that you might fall in love with, and then you'll have that story continue for the third time. You never know, Mr. Moritz. On that note, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish up our discussion with Mr. David Moritz of Moritz Tortuga, Moritz Grand Cayman, and Chris Butcher.
Your Radio Cayman 6 p.m. news, Monday through Friday, is brought to you by Logic. Your life connected. Country classics.
Well, I was born to coal miner's daughter. On the road again. They're gonna put me in the movies.
Pop a top again.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Well, I love them in
country classics.
Young love, first love.
You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. If you
Enjoy classic country music. Come hang out with Radio Cayman this Saturday, 3:30 to 6 p.m.
In the Mississippi cotton picking Delta town.
This Saturday afternoon, following American Country Countdown, 3:30 to 6 on Radio Cayman.
Just walk on by. Wait on the corner.
Country classics.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
On a daily basis, making it easy to connect with you, our listeners. Add us to WhatsApp today, 925-3261. That's 925-3261.
Radio Cayman.
Send a text or voice note.
Can I send a request, please?
You don't really have to ask us. Just send a request.
This is a shout out to my ex.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman, maintaining
The business
innovation.
You're listening to the Business Buzz. Good morning. Anita keeping you company, and keeping me company in the studio is Mr. David Moritz, owner of Moritz Resort Grand Cayman, and his deputy chairman, sales manager, Mr. Chris Butcher. Mr. Moritz, or David, Chris, David or Chris, if anyone would like to take a tour of the property or to learn more about vacation ownership, can you give them a number that they can call, or the website to log on for more information?
Yeah, so it's 640-5932. So that's 640-5932. And they can call and book an appointment, and we can show them round and give them some information and an update on how things work and how they can benefit from the vacation ownership.
Okay. And benefit they can. They benefit and fall in love as well.
Amen. Yes.
What type of daily activities do you have at Moritz, Chris?
So we have around the pools. We have events, bingo. We have music. Then on property we have the tennis, which also has pickleball, which is a big growing sport. And we have the mini golf. We have bicycles. Obviously, we have the swim
bicycles?
Yeah, there's bicycles there as well. So if you want to take a bicycle out and just have a nice ride around East, that's fun to do.
I miss those.
Sorry, you miss those?
Yes.
Yeah, they're right next to the towel hut where you collect your towels. The bicycles are stored there. So you just go to front desk and you pick up a token, and then you can take a bicycle out. So, and as I say, the tennis, the pickleball, the mini golf. People are playing bocce ball on the beach volleyball.
I've seen that.
So there's a lot of things happening constantly.
And Anita, if you're lucky enough, you may see me on my bicycle doing my 20 miles every day.
You know, I was there for Christmas for a whole week.
Sorry?
I was there for Christmas.
I was there. I was there.
Yeah, I discovered that afterwards.
You would see David's bicycle leaning up against the Watford building because he cycles every day 20 miles. Does the loop.
Oh, that's a loop.
It does the loop around the Franksound Road and back again.
Okay.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad. Hope you do wear your helmet.
Not bad for an oldie.
Anything you'd like to share with us that we missed this morning, Chris or David?
Just as I say, the event that's coming up on February the 10th, it's really important. If anyone wants to attend, please contact us again, 640-5932. It's going to be a great event. We're going to be showing you all the opportunities that you have for Canada, and we're also going to be giving away a week's vacation up there as a prize. So yes, get there and get one of the tickets because it will be well beneficial and a beautiful place year round. You've got the change in the leaves in the autumn, the beautiful lake in the summer to swim in or facilitate, and then ice skating and skiing in the winter. So it'll be fun.
We still
for
have
everyone.
some time, Chris. Let's talk about when you buy in as a vacation owner at Moritz. You're entitled to 120,000 points, correct?
It depends on your ownership type.
Depends on your ownership, okay.
Yeah, so for a one-bedroom, it goes up to 90,000 points. For a two-bedroom, is up to 105,000 points.
Okay.
And the three-bedrooms are 155,000 points.
Okay.
And they are for exchanging. So that's our exchange partner, and that's when you own somewhere and you're maybe not using your ownership at the home resort. We are affiliated with Interval International, and it's a great partnership that we have with them. and it gives you access to all the different properties that are on the Interval portfolio. And they are Marriott, Disney is now part of that portfolio, Welk Resorts, and they're worldwide. The sun doesn't set on destinations that you can go to.
So I can use those points at any other, once it's an Interval affiliated
yes,
property. Okay.
That's correct.
All right. So, okay. But hopefully everyone who bought in from the Cayman Islands will stay right here and use their time at Moritz.
Yes, that's what we...
Second home away from home.
Home away from home, exactly, Anita. Home away from home.
In fact, we have 75% of our owners return year in and year out.
I noticed that on the Facebook page.
There aren't many resorts that have that occupancy, and I'm proud about that.
As I say, it's an ethos that Mr. Moritz set up many years ago, that we're all family. Whether we're owners, we're staff, we're family. And then the people that exchange in are our friends. And that's the feeling we try and create, because it makes everyone feel like it's their home from home. And that is really important to us.
But also, Anita, with all my owners, when they come to me, they buy a week of vacation ownership. I say to them, I'm not selling to you, I'm selling to you for your children and for their grandchildren.
I absolutely agree.
Then, when I've got them there, it means when their children, when they're babies, they go back home saying to their mum and dad, I want to go back to David's Moritz place, And so this is the beauty of it. For 99 years, why stay in a hotel and waste all that money? It's like putting money down the drain, So vacation ownership is a great thing in the world, I think.
To hand out.
I know.
Yeah.
And we've got stories of owners that their children have come and grown up at Moritz, and two different families have actually, the children ended up falling in love, getting married, and then coming back with their children. And that's not just one occasion. In my 11 years here, I've seen that happen 5 times, which is incredible, that people have grown up together at Moritz and they've actually married. So it is really
a family, big family.
Now I have to admit, my sister and I bought in last year because we had a great deal. It was a foreclosure, and we thought it was an excellent
you're a clever
investment.
Lady.
So the first thought for me was, this is for my grandchildren, because they love it up there.
Totally.
My grandson last year, well, he was 5 last year, he would, the big bar, the swimmer bar, he would swim up and go to get his crushed ice. And Naz knows him very well. So from the time Naz sees him, he has his crushed ice ready. So the big thing for him is to swim up to the bar and get his crushed ice. He won't like me telling the story, but that's the way it is. Mr. Moritz, thank you so much for being with us this morning. I always wanted to have a conversation with you, and this was my opportunity, and Susan reached out to Moritz. Susan, thank you so much for that opportunity. Anything you want to leave with us this morning?
I would just like to say to you, Anita, and to all my comedian friends and the whole island, thank you for making COVID the year of my life, and for many, many people. And thank you for coming out for the Real Caribbean.
And thank you for keeping that breeze in your brain.
I certainly will do. Anita, if I could bottle it, I'd make millions, I think. If I can't bottle it anyway. But thank you so much indeed for having me on your beautiful show today.
You're very welcome. Anytime you want to come back, let us know. Let Susan know.
That's very kind.
She'll fix you up. Chris, how about you? Anything you want to leave with our listeners this morning?
Just thank you so much to the support that you guys have given us on the island. And we will continue to support you and hopefully facilitate beautiful vacations going forward.
We have lots of WhatsApp messages coming in, but we don't have the time to read them, but they're all good stuff.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
I'm sure they are.
They want to say thank to Mr. Moritz as well for making East End such a lovely place for us to visit and buy into. And your staff is excellent, top notch. Their Caymanian staff, well, everybody, they're all
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I still can't believe it myself,
Amazing.
but it's amazing.
Like Mr. Moritz said, we've got so many people that have worked at Moritz for 20 plus years. I mean, it's when you go through the list of employees, I mean, 11 years, I'm one of the young ones.
And on that note, we'll take our leave this morning. Thank you so much again. Thanks to our sponsors, Cayman Insurance Center, Cayman Medical Supplies, and TCE Paint. Thanks to our first guest on the first segment this morning, Miss Catherine Faustino of Ocean Deep Mobile Massage and Spa. And we've just been speaking with Mr. David Moritz, owner of Moritz Resort Grand Cayman, and Mr. Chris Butcher. Chris is the deputy chairman and sales manager over at Moritz. Make sure you visit Moritz whenever you can, and even buy in. You won't regret it. And thanks to all our listeners, YouTube viewers, and of course our producer of the Business Buzz, Miss Susan Watson. Thank you, Susan. Until Tuesday, February 8th. Is that correct, Susan? She's not sure. When we bring you another Business Buzz. In the meantime, please stay safe. Remember to mask up. Keep your hands sanitized or washed. Practice your social distancing, and if at all possible, please vaccinate.
The Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by K-Man Medical Supplies. Call them at 949-6211. Optical Outlook, now at their new location in Anderson Square. Come see the difference with Optical Outlook. And K-Man Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And TCE Paint Shop, with 3 locations to better serve your home decor needs. Cox Lumber, Sparky Drive, Cox Lumber, Boddentown, and the original store at 27 Godfrey Nixon Way.
Radio Cayman, the voice, the heart